What is up, guys? Darkdally here, playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and today I finally got the Title 6 update patch downloaded. My internet is a little slow, so it took me actually 22 hours to download it. I know, it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, well, it is what it is. It took me a while. I got it downloaded. This is my video showing all the cool new stuff in Title 6. Of course, you already know, but I want to give you my impression of everything. Now, I have a helicopter here because, well, the big news is they've changed the way that you fly helicopters. But why am I sitting here in Libertad in the middle of the night? Well, that's because that's the other thing that I want to show you. Remember the witch's hut? Well, I'm sure most of you probably already know. The witch's hut that I've been looking for, that the devs teased us at, like a week ago, is actually the original witch's hut. It just, they were being sneaky and showing us something that wasn't in the game yet. Now it's here. Oh, those goddamn... They had me looking all over Libertad, combing the forests for a house that wasn't in the game yet. You sneaky, sneaky devs, you. So anyway, here we are at La Guardia Tres Brujas in Pacoyo. And here is the witch's hut that we've seen in the pictures, of course. Now, there's many curiosities about this place. I have not watched other videos, so I'm only going off my own things here. This is how I always do things. You guys know that. So let's analyze this from a completely objective, point of view right here. So, first of all, on the outside, the No Deseo No Bruja, well, look, I know some Spanish, but maybe I'm not, fluent enough. But in English, that's a double negative. It basically, what it says, it basically says we don't want no witches. So I don't know if it's... Yeah, I don't know. I would guess it's graffiti painted by the locals chasing off the witches. Obviously, yeah. So no deseo means I don't want. In this case, you can presume that the pronoun has been left off of the front, so you can assume it means we don't want no witches. Yeah, basically is what that's saying. That's an exact translation. I'm not fluent in Spanish, so maybe it's not a double negative like it looks like it is, or maybe it's two separate things, but that's what that says. Now, inside... we've got this one word written all over the inside of the hut. Yengenza. Yengenza. Of course, like everyone else, I'm sure. I Googled it, just like everyone else. And venganza means revenge in Spanish. But what the fuck is Yengenza? There's speculation. Maybe it's a village in the game or something like that. I'm not sure anyone knows. Again, I haven't seen other videos. Maybe someone does know. So we've got this written all over the inside of the hut. Some kind of clue for something, possibly. The hut's changed. It's now legit creepy. Remember in a previous video where I came to this hut, a few episodes ago, I compared it to the Shrine of Purity in Espiritu Santo, which I consider to be the creepiest place in the game. Well, this place is kind of taken over. This is a little creepy now because we actually have sound effects here. I should revisit the Shrine of Purity. I'm sure it's the same as it was, but yeah, just saying. This place is kind of legit creepy. And I think there's more creepiness to it I haven't seen yet because I just got the patch installed and I'm making this video right now. So there's quite possibly much more creepiness in store for me here. I'm not quite sure yet. We shall see. But clearly the locals here do not like these witches. I will say that. Okay, so I'm glad that this mystery has been solved. The hut is here. It sucks. I kind of feel bad. I made an entire video. I wasted an entire video looking for it when it wasn't even in the game yet. It's okay, guys. Let's go check out the helicopter. Now, we all know the changes. They made a lot of changes to helicopters. That was 90% of the patch. Besides, they added this hut. Oh, yeah. First, 1 second, guys. They added this hut, which I assume is going to be for a new challenge, right? Here's the problem. When I pull up my challenges, whoopsie, here we go. When I pull up my challenges, for some reason, I'm still getting the Yeti challenge. Now, this doesn't seem right to me because, first of all, I had all of this complete, and now it's reset. And it says 3 days remaining. But the Yeti ran out, last night or something. So, I'm not quite sure what this is all about right here. This might be a bug or something. This can't be right. So, I'm not sure. I expect this to be part of some kind of challenge. What I'm seeing with the Yeti thing might likely be a bug. Let's look at the helicopter, though, because this is a lot of new stuff. First of all, the first... awesome thing. Well, I mean, they made so many small changes. They made changes they didn't even mention in the patch notes because I read the patch notes. I have them up right here, but they made changes that weren't even listed in there. First of all, the rotor accelerates as soon as you get in. The rotor begins accelerating and actually speeds up. I have crosshairs, well, I have all kinds of stuff. And then, yeah, and then once it gets up to the correct RPM, the helicopter takes off. Very cool. Also, supposedly, I haven't really had a chance to like test this. I haven't had the opportunity, but apparently they no longer slide down freaking mountainsides when you summon one. That would be cool. So now when you hop in one, it actually flies up and hovers. Now, I've never flown a helicopter in real life, but hey, I like this. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you all the things I like about this and why. I like the crosshairs. I don't think this helicopter has guns. No, it does not. This is the only helicopter I have the ability to summon. Now, previously, you controlled the yaw, pitch, and roll all with the left stick, and I thought it was really crappy, guys. It was really crappy. The helicopter controls were all in one stick and two triggers, and it just wasn't enough. Helicopters are very maneuverable vehicles, and they have a lot of ways to go up and down, left and right. You have two rotors to control, and it was all controlled with one stick and two triggers. And, well, they flew really weird. Now, traditionally, I've always favored the helicopters in Grand Theft Auto 5. If you guys have played that game, we had two triggers that controlled the main rotor and two triggers that controlled the tail rotor. It was logical, but it was a lot of buttons to push. Now what we've got, it's actually very simple. And actually, I kind of like it in ways better than GTA 5. That was the controls I was used to. But instead of using the top shoulder buttons to control the tail rotor, it's just the stick. It's just the right stick now. Now, I do like that. The problem I have with this is I no longer have a way to swivel my camera, at least as far as I know. I'm still pretty new to this patch. It just came out for me, right? I don't see a way to turn the camera and rotate it. That's okay. That is one small flaw, but that's okay. These things fly like butter now. You press forward, they go forward. You press back, they go back. You press on the L and the up and down, no more slamming into the ground. You know that. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Slamming into the ground, no more. It goes down while you hold the trigger, and then you stop, and it stops. No more slamming into the ground. It goes up when you push up, it goes down when you push down, it goes forward, back, it turns. It's really good. And we have a speedometer now over there on the right-hand side of the screen. It shows altitude and the speed. And I like this. Now, this helicopter, the fastest I've gotten it, I've flown it around a little bit. My top speed is 229 kilometers an hour, which for us Americans is right about 140 miles an hour is where this thing tops out at. I've not flown other choppers yet. Again, I am still very new to this patch, but I do like this new chopper flying. I can just press forward on the stick and go forward. You remember how the choppers were? How it flew vertically like a helicopter until you pushed forward enough, and then it became like a plane, and then suddenly it flew like a plane. It was a really weird transition. It was very uncomfortable. Now it's so simple. You push forward, it goes forward. You push back, it goes back. I've never flown a helicopter, but I can only imagine that any helicopter pilot would want controls like this, because I know I would. It sure makes it easy to fly. There's been some other minor changes in this patch, some bug fixes and things like that I won't address. Mainly, I wanted to have a look at the witch's hut, and I wanted to have a look at the helicopters. Now, that's my opinion. I always compare helicopter flight to the way that it was in Grand Theft Auto 5. I've just been used to that. It uses a lot of buttons, though. It uses both sticks, all four shoulder buttons to fly. And here, this is, I think they've actually kind of done a better job. I don't know which one is more realistic. I think probably the Grand Theft Auto is probably more realistic because it actually gives you control over the rotors. When you speed up the tail rotor, it turns it one way. When you slow down the tail rotor, it turns it the other way. So I'm really liking this. It's just way more comfortable to fly these. It feels more maneuverable now. And of course, all the helicopters have different roles now. They have different range of maneuverability and speed for each different helicopter. This is the only one I have access to summon. Of course, in time, I'll try all the others. I just really wanted to get this video out because I didn't have a video yesterday, and the reason, guys, is because I was downloading this patch all day long. It took me 22 hours to download the patch, so I basically had no internet yesterday. I let it take up all my internet, and I just sat around and watched DVDs all day. So yesterday was kind of it was a day off. Oh, but look how gentle you can land these things now. You can actually land very gently. Now, when we hop out, the rotor should slow down. It's very nice. It's so much smoother now. And I like the altimeter. I like the speedometer. It's all very good stuff. So I'm going to end this here. Thank you all so much for watching. There will be more videos, obviously, very soon. There's so much more new stuff to do. I'm glad. These freaking 9-gig patches. I'm okay, yeah. But this one's done. I can now play again. And, yeah, lots more cool stuff coming. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Darkdally. I will catch you all next time.